The media's 2016 coverage right now is all Trump, 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 Carson, 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 Trump, Trump, Carson. But I have felt for a long time, and I know a lot of journalists feel this way, that Marco Rubio might be able to make a late play for the nomination, even though right now he's in third or fourth place, depending on the polls. A couple of interesting pieces about the senator from Florida that shows both his promise and the liabilities that he faces. Now, obviously, his appeal is he's a fresh face. He's the son of immigrants. He's Hispanic. He comes from Florida. You remember Florida being kind of an important state in presidential politics. He's a great communicator. He's had a couple of good debates. At the same time, he hasn't raised a huge amount of money. He's got to beat Jeb Bush in Florida, although Jeb clearly having lots of problems in this presidential campaign right now. And, of course, the immigration compromise that Rubio championed not only failed to get through Congress, but is not too popular with the Republican base. So along comes a conservative columnist, Ross Douthat of the New York Times, saying he thinks that Rubio is kind of a stealth front runner because under his complicated assumptions, Trump's going to fade, Carson's going to fade, and somebody who actually has political experience is going to win that nomination. But then he comes down to the dilemma that I haven't been able to figure out either, which is which early state does Rubio win? Iowa's a tough state for him. He's maybe in third or fourth place in New Hampshire, but he's not surging there. South Carolina, he's not at the front of the pack. And, you know, I don't have to remind our viewers that presidential politics is about winning one or more of the early states, because otherwise you just get completely overshadowed by the people who do win those states. At the same time, the Washington Post takes a look at Rubio's relationship or his performance in the Senate. Now, he's gotten hammered by Trump and others for his absentee record, missing a lot of votes. I don't really think people care. They understand when you run for president, you're not sitting around in Washington and you're going to miss a lot of votes. I don't think that's a cutting-edge issue. But a friend of Rubio's, a supporter of Rubio's, is quoted as saying he hates the Senate. And Rubio says, well, I don't hate the Senate, but I'm very frustrated there. Now, I can understand Rubio being frustrated because the Senate has become a sort of a place of gridlock. Not a lot gets done. And in effect, by running for president, he's giving up his Senate seat. If he loses, he's out of public office. But it puts him in the position of saying, you know what, I'm in my first national office. I'm a freshman senator. I hate it there. So give me a promotion and I'll be a better president. That could strike many people as an odd message. And then he's got this other problem, which is on the one hand, he's a fresh face. On the other hand, although he was, you know, the Speaker of the Florida House, he's only a first-term senator, which is exactly what Barack Obama was when he was elected. And Republicans have been telling us for 7 years that Obama didn't have enough experience. So I still think that Rubio could make a move, but there are a lot of unknowns here about exactly how he's going to beat the non-politicians at their own game. The fact that he hates the Senate, says he doesn't hate the Senate, he's frustrated in the Senate, which early state he wins. If he is a stealth front runner, he's going to have to start moving up and become more of an actual front runner sometime in the next few months.